Hello everybody and welcome to the Age of Petty Kings. What's this you saying? I'm not playing Herald Total War? Yeah, I know. I had planned on picking up a second campaign for a different mod, which I'll be releasing kind of day after day, so kind of at the same time pretty much. I'll be playing 2 games. But this is the Age of Petty Kings. It is a submod for Westeros Total War. Now, for those of you who don't know, Westeros Total War is a Medieval 2 Total War mod, which is based off of the Song of Ice and Fire or the Game of Thrones series. And it takes place in the world of Westeros, which is this area right here. Except this story, it takes place like over 1,000 years before the events of the books and the TV show. It goes back to a time which is called the Age of Petty Kings, which, instead of having 7 major kingdoms ruling the continent, there's like 28 little mini-kingdoms all vying for control. Because it takes place like thousands of years before, you can definitely easily watch my series. You'll have no spoilers whatsoever. Most of this material is made up based off of some historical information we have and what happened back then, but because it takes place so far in the past and it's a sort of a what-if scenario, there's absolutely nothing you have to worry about if you want to watch this and you have not watched the Game of Thrones series or have read the Song of Ice and Fire books. Now, there's a lot of factions in this game. I think that I could go for all 29 of them, but I think what I'll probably do is just go over them as they become relevant, because somebody can make a whole video about just what each faction's about, and frankly I don't think it'd make enough justice just to go over each one of them. But today, and for the series of course, if you haven't read the title, I'll be playing as House Estermont. Now House Estermont is located right down here, a little tiny faction comprised of 2 islands and 2 castles down here on the coast here. And, well, I'm playing them because I like turtles. Really, that's it. I love their sigil, it's kind of hilarious. I can go around fighting people and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna forge the Empire of the Tortoise. And, I had already decided that before starting playing it, but it's actually got a pretty cool idea going on here. Pretty much what the situation is for here, and you can read over this if you want, is that right down here on Greenstone, there's the Lord of Estermont, and he started protecting a bunch of people down here on the islands along the coasts from pirates and raiders. And pretty much people decided like, oh wow, we like that guy a lot. So they started joining him. Because instead of being part of the yellow guys here, they decided, oh, like we'll join the Estermonts, and because they protect us and like they're good. And so what happened was, my kingdom is actually 4 little mini kingdoms among already my petty kingdom as is. But it's pretty much it's House Estermont, who's up here. And there's House Tarth is up here. And then 2 other houses, House Meriton and Wild, where we're all kings pretty much, except that I, being of House Estermont, is the High King. And my goal here is pretty much to take more people into my kingdom and under my watch, to be ruled over by the High King of Estermont. You also notice that there are no goals for this campaign. Typically what these things do is more of like a freeform thing. You kind of go and you kind of make what you want. You're not restricted by any one target or any number of territories you want. So my goal for this campaign, pretty much, is to start here, and I'm going to come up, and I'm going to take what's known as the Stormlands, pretty much. All of this area along here, along the coast, which would require me to first destroy the Storm Kings, which I think is House Duradon. And then I can move up and take this area of coast here. And the ultimate goal is pretty much to have a kingdom which spans all along this coast here from like this point to this point, holding the Blackwater Bay into Stormlands, and really just being a king of the eastern coast here. So we're gonna go ahead, put things on hard and hard. Gonna manage all the cities, no limits, and addition moves. All right, well, let's start this. And here we are. As I expand my realm, other factions' armies will be incorporated into my own. I have to completely destroy my neighbors to unlock their recruitment within their territories. Here's some credits. And here we are. In response to the continued aggression by the Storm Kings, House Estermont, Wild, Tarth, and Estermont have banded together into a kingdom of the Narrow Sea. Though Estermont shall lead in the council decisions and realms matters, already many of the Storm Kings have recently conquered Bannermen, have grown restless, seeking an escape from the Storm King's oppression. So pretty much, we're the good guys. That's it. But what I said earlier about destroying my neighbors is that I can capture enemy settlements, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the map so you have an idea of what everything looks like. Is everything here in yellow is the Storm King territory. Now, I can go ahead and capture their lands, but their people won't fight for me until I destroy their faction, which means I have to kill their king. So even though I held all their territory, well, if I held all their territories, they're destroyed, but the idea is that I can't actually recruit from their stuff until then, and I start recruiting people in yellow as opposed to people in green. And imagine I start going up here, I can start recruiting the people who are native to here, or if I start conquering these blue guys, the Manderleys, I can start recruiting people from their territories. So it's really cool because you kind of have to conquer people in almost like a fell swoop. Because otherwise you can't recruit, and you have to start reinforcing yourself from your capital or other areas you've already conquered, and if you draw out too long, then you'll lose too many men, and you have to fall on the defensive. On the bright side, though, if people start taking your castles, then they can't recruit from you until they destroy you, which you're not going to happen to begin with. Here's the world, so I'm going to start here. The plan is to move up here, take this place, take these islands, and kind of just encompass this general area all the way along this eastern coast here. Move along, we've got the Manderleys, the Gardeners, Volmonts, we've got the desert down here. The idea, like, there's a lot of factions, and they're all really cramped in here. And you have the north, here's the Starks, Boltons, Umbers. And pretty much everything's just very cramped, and very soon, after a couple of turns, people start getting destroyed. And all of a sudden, these petty kingdoms become powerful kingdoms, and we start having the ability to, then all of a sudden it's not about smaller people eating each other up, but actually larger empires fighting over for control. So one other thing, just to get the administration out of the way, is that... Oh, not diplomacy. We have a family tree. So here we go. We have King Arglen the Fourth. He's the High King of the Narrow Sea. He is my faction leader. He's sitting here in Greenstone. As have House Estermont, who is his brother. And then there's Renly, Prince of the Narrow Sea, who's the heir to the faction. Now, unfortunately, it looks like everybody's already married. But, pretty much when this guy died, this guy becomes faction leader. When they have kids, pretty much the lineage goes on. And, with that, I think I'll just start getting started. See, we have my king here. Go ahead. I'm going to move him out. I'm going to keep my brother on Greenstone for now. Actually, I'm going to hold you here for now. I'm going to build a diplomat, some men-at-arms, and some crossbowmen. Because typically what I figure is the best way to play this is to buy as many troops as possible now, and then make up for it later. Some pikemen and some more men-at-arms. Because my costs are going to get way up So the idea is that I want to buy as much now and then make up the money later as I start capturing their castles. So I'm going to hold everybody on the islands for one turn. Move this guy to this side for more movement. Oh, that's my prince right here. And here's Brian Tarth. Kind of an average name, if you ask me. I'm going to build a watchtower here just to watch things going on. But next turn, I'm going to go ahead and start my invasion of the Stormlands. So we got this. Alright, all of my other lords have actually picked up their lordships, which means that this guy is actually the lord of his castle, which gives him certain bonuses. And I'm already in debt, which is wonderful.
Aye, Lord.
So I'm going to head, take everybody here, I'm going to get on the boat, and I'm going to have him start sailing up right now. Meanwhile, I have Brian Tarth and his Tarth men get onto the boat with Renly, my prince. A smaller army here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to immediately just land right here next to Storm's End. And I'm going to lay siege to Storm. No, I can't. Alright, I'm actually stuck here, but next turn I shall lay siege to Storm's End. This guy's going to sail up and land up here. And I'm going to have these lords kind of meet up in the center here.
Command me.
So that way, I'll have a larger force to come in from this direction. I also have to wait for my knights to finish anyway. And that's end of turn 2. So we have a new family member already, Courtney Estermont. Alright, it looks like my princess already had a son, which is actually very good. Usually the father typically has like 4 other children before the prince goes. But, whoa. Okay. That happened. Well, you can sit there if you want. I'll just take your capital.
Aye, my liege. By your will, sire, we shall engage. We shall hold them to siege, sire.
Didn't necessarily want to do that.
Sire. We hold them at siege. Yeah. Leading the men with honor, sire. Back down, lads. Lift the siege.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna fight this one on the map, and hopefully we win, because we're actually probably fairly outnumbered. But hopefully we can take care of them before they get to us. I'll fight this one on the map.
May God bless the sons of Scotland to battle.
Yeah, apparently we're actually from Scotland, if you hadn't realized. I'm actually very surprised that they actually landed in that island of mine. Go up here. Best thing to do is set up on the hill. It's a cool road thing. And let's see. Trying to get the camera controls to work properly, but they're just being difficult. I'm gonna set up spikes in front of these guys. Go ahead here, so these guys can cover that side. These guys can cover that side. And then my cavalry is going to come up here.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers
what
they lack
so
in courage.
You guys are going to come immediately back here. And looks like they have a bunch of spear units. But my hope is that I can just kill them before they're really up an issue for me. Let's see, which one has their king in it? There's their king. Alright, go ahead and just charge right into the spearmen. Hopefully nothing bad will happen. Meanwhile, you guys just wait here, wait for them to come up.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
They're just talking about the fact that, boom. Messed up. I love charging with cavalry. They just lost like 10 people just from charging in. Have you guys come back up here before you take too many losses. And these archers should start firing soon. Hopefully. In the meantime, I'm going to have these guys set up back here. And you guys just come up here. And the thing is, once I kill the Storm Kings, I'll actually get access to their levies, so these units will actually be mine eventually. Not necessarily these ones, but those types of units. I want you guys to use fire arrows too. You guys are shooting. You guys are shooting. Okay, good. This is an unfortunately multi-sided battle. My hope was to draw them out so I can fight them outside of the castle. But, they're coming from all sides, which is kind of annoying. But look at that! So many men just dead. No. Poor bodyguard guys. It's getting destroyed. All of my fire arrows. Alright, I'm gonna have you guys just set up in this direction. Hopefully I can get these guys to flee before the other armies come. Because while it would be useful to kill them, I have no necessarily need to destroy all his armies. I just need to take his cities pretty much. One nifty thing, which is different from Hyrule Total War, is that you can flash units so I can actually see who's an ally, and who's an enemy, and who's mine. So I want you guys pull out again. It's already winded, unfortunately. Have you guys charge back in soon afterwards. Oh. Alright, so you guys, why don't you start firing on them? I want you guys to spread up kind of far. And I want you guys back in to charge again. My pikemen are just kicking ass here. My pikemen are just better. We got some nice turtle shields. Our pikes are longer than their spears.
Our men have only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, so we killed their general, who's just a captain over there. And so they're all fleeing, it looks like. No, not quite yet. And my goal is just to get them to flee, so I don't have to focus on these sides anymore. Stop. Start firing on these guys now. And they're fleeing. Okay, good. So you guys can now just regroup up here. And I don't really know if energy can like regenerate or not, but hopefully it does. You guys fire on these guys. And why don't you guys just go into guard mode. And where's the other unit of pikemen? You guys, I want you guys to come up right here. I want you guys to disable guard mode. And they're slowly making their way up here, and hopefully that they'll be more tired than my people are tired from walking all the way up here. She has to set up like right here. Let's turn guard mode off. Let's see if more of these people start coming in. Alright, those levies seem to be fairly well occupied. So let's see if I can get my archers to start firing in on their crossbowmen. I want you guys to come in, take out this crossbowman. And hopefully we can do some good damage. Best case scenario, that's actually their king right there. So in fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody just come in and start attacking the king now. Everything else is secondary. You guys start firing in on the king. These guys are fleeing, which means you guys start coming in to reinforce that side. You guys turn guard mode off and just attack them, occupy them. And then just reinforce the morale of my troops. Where is their king? Okay. Let's see if I can find him. Because, not gonna lie, that'd make a very exciting first episode if I could just kill the king immediately. So everybody attack the king. Don't bother with the little crossbowmen, they're not gonna hurt you. Alright, we're killing some of these units. I have some pretty brutal pikemen in here, so... Everyone's fleeing, so you guys go. Reinforce this side. Come on, make them flee.
By the saints, our men
Alright, I've killed their other general, which is just a captain.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Alright, so you guys go in to reinforce this front.
The enemy are badly
Stealing.
blooded. They have lost half their men.
Attack the men at arms. You have to go and kill her general. Oh, great. The only guys who aren't good against horsemen. Come on, pikemen. Everybody go! Kill the king! Only the High King shall rule these lands. Disable spear wall and just run up at them. And my guys are very tired. Hopefully those guys should be fairly tired too now. I have to have some more men somewhere. Archer, shoot them. Pay no regards to my own men. Go ahead and help the levies down there. I can have these guys actually run over here to box them in some.
For the moment, the
Because right now everyone's
fortune
just kind of
battle
fighting
goes our
over
way.
who gets to actually hurt them.
Pray it remains as such.
Alright, I'm definitely doing very well this match. They're kind of shooting me with crossbows with impunity, but I think that's the price that we have to pay. No. Come on. You guys to run right there. Come on. They will totally be worth it. These guys. More crossbowmen. Alright, shoot the crossbowmen.
Look how our cowardly foe runs.
Oh shit.
It is time
Oh.
to press the attack.
They started fleeing when they attacked my archers. That's how badass my archers are. Oh, now the crossbowmen are actually just attacking my men. Oh. Everybody. Yes! Yes!
Slain by our fearless warriors.
Alright, awesome.
Attack while his men mourn their loss.
Now, we press the advantage. Everybody go in. And just mop up these men. Duran the Sixth, the Storm King, is no more. Sweep them up. Alright, perfect. You guys can start shooting these guys, and that's going to boost speed for the rest of this.
Look how our cowardly foe runs.
Let's continue the battle. Let's see if I can sweep up some more prisoners. I'm curious if I actually captured him or just killed him. Alright, I am actually really pumped about this. I I don't think I could have asked for a better first episode, really. And I'm not sure exactly how long I'm running, but I feel like I'm running pretty long, so probably call it after this. Maybe just get a couple of like administration things taken care of. Let's see if I can cut these guys off with these guys. Alright, very good day though. I didn't even lose 20% of my men and I already killed their king. My my prince shall be very, very heavily rewarded for this. He has proven true loyalty to the High King of the Narrow Sea, and he is worthy of the crown that he'll inherit one day. Come on, guys. Capture them.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great
Heroic victory.
worthy of only the
Now, if that's not a way to
mightiest
start a series, then I have no idea what is. Yeah, casualties infected. Yeah. We killed hundreds of them. Alright. The Storm Kings have to know that there's a new king in town, and he is higher than them. You know, yeah, I'll be nice. I'll ransom them away. Oh, they rejected my ransom.
Aye, victory!
Trade increases. He's an aspiring commander. He's pretty dreadful. And the Storm Kings don't like me. I'm actually very disappointed that they didn't draw from the castle. They should have let me capture the castle.
Aye, sire.
Alright, well maybe he'll get a...
Admiring the
Ooh,
enemy.
actually.
Aye, Captain. Man the grapples and prepare to board. These be Scottish waters now, sire.
Now,
Blockading the foreign ports.
he's stuck on that island, at least for another turn or so.
Aye.
And... yeah, my king doesn't have nearly enough troops to actually take care of that.
Crush. Or march
Guess
to
we're
go.
moving in on Griffin's Roost.
Fleet ready.
And you guys go up here,
Aye, disembarking. Where to?
and you're just gonna stand there for now, I guess. Alright. Well, let's end the turn. Just in case any battles start, I won't do it. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. That was episode 1 of House Estermont in the Age of Petty Kings. Very good start, I would say. We killed their king immediately. And, well, I'm going to take that as a good omen that our cause is just and that we will win the Stormlands. And as always, thank you guys for watching.